Hey, this is Christy with Cultivating Calm. Just here to share a few steps on how to incorporate self-care into your life. Now, sometimes we're the last ones to take care of ourselves, right? And so I wanted to just talk today about 6 easy steps on how to incorporate self-care into your life. First, I just wanted to talk a little bit about breath. And so if you can really, throughout your day, when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling like things are too much, or you don't have anything else to give, just stopping and taking a really deep breath, and an intentional breath, right, can make such the difference. So I'm gonna just take a really deep breath now and show you how it can really actually calm the energy, just even over this video, right? So I'm gonna take a deep breath. If you want to join me, I want you to breathe all the way down to your seat. I want you to hold it for 4 and breathe out for 6, okay? It's amazing because the energy is just way calmer if we can just incorporate deep breathing and imagining that all that stress that is around you, that you're just breathing that out and returning it to the earth. I like to say that I'm returning that energy to the earth and it recycles itself out to positive energy. So breathing is a really big way for you to have self-care throughout your day. It's free. It's easy, and you can, even if you don't feel like you have time, everybody's driving from here to there, you can even breathe at a red light, okay? The next one I want to talk about is negative self-talk. So a lot of times we're our worst critic, and that can be really tough, right? So I do have another video a little bit about self-talk, negative self-talk, and it just, my method is really, I put the word grace on top of any time that I'm like hard on myself. But I want you to think about one thing is whose voice is in your head, right? So sometimes it's those people in our life, and it can be like a parent or a teacher, an adult, as you were growing up, right? That it was like, who was it that taught you to be critical to yourself, okay? And sometimes it's not a person, but sometimes it is. And that was really huge for me when I realized, oh, that's, you know, that was my dad's voice I was hearing in my head. And so I'm like, hey, you don't belong there. I really want to be in control of all my own thoughts, right? So, but laying a word on top of it and giving yourself just some grace is a great way. And I believe that if your head is spinning, if we're being hard on ourselves, we're not gonna like turn around and give ourselves grace, care for ourselves, and really nurture ourselves the way that you deserve. And so really breathing and taking care of that negative self-talk are 2 huge steps. Now the next step is ask yourself, like, so you may be a person that does a lot for other people. So ask yourself the same questions you would ask your friends. So here's an example. I was healing and doing work. This is a lifelong journey, right? So I was going through kind of a healing process with one of my teachers, and Spirit asked, it's like, okay, I had a friend that was going through something. And at the time I was dealing with, my dad had passed away. There was just a lot of stuff going on within the family and really helping my mom adjust, right? And so I wasn't really in tune with how I felt or what I was going through, but I was giving my time and attention to other people. So one of my friends was kind of going through something, and I thought, you know, I should probably text her and see how she's doing today, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but what Spirit said to me was, Christy, have you asked yourself how you're doing today? And it really took me some time to contemplate and to really understand and to know that I wasn't really caring for myself before I was caring for other people. So I spent the next couple hours seeing how I felt, really processing those feelings. And then it was like after, in the afternoon, I was able to send that friend the text, but I had a lot more to give once I really acknowledged my own feelings and understood that really we have to care for self first in order to give our best selves to others, okay? Then, so that's 3 steps, right? So the 4th step is take a break and walk around the building. Like if you're at work, right? If you're at home, maybe you're at home and you don't have the opportunity, but you can go and walk around the backyard, right? You can be like, go in the bathroom and close the door for a minute and practice your breathing, right? Talk nice to yourself. Ask yourself how you're doing, right? But if you can actually take a break in those times when we're stressed, when we really need something, it gives us a time to reset, right? So we're able to reset. We're able to understand, okay, and there's something that's so important that we're acknowledging how we feel, right? That we are really understanding and grounding ourselves. So I love to imagine that I'm a tree, right? And it's like your feet are the roots. And imagine roots are coming out your feet, right? And really grounding yourself. If you can't get outside to walk around, to earth, to ground, right? To really calm yourself, then just imagine that you're a tree and that your feet are roots, right? I want you to take a deep breath all the way to the roots, and then just, you can also start to feel like the calmness of the tree, okay? So those are just a few tips and trades of like how you can just stop and take a minute for yourself. Now, the next one is, if you can get into nature, that's wonderful. I believe that it's like whatever that means to you. You may live in a city and it's like, okay, you know, is there trees around? I actually live like a couple miles from the beach right now. So it's just like just going to the beach, putting my feet in the sand, walking. I like to walk just along the wet sand, and as the waves are coming in, there's just like such a connection to nature and earth. But really that helps me so much of just being able to be in the now and not have anything else go on, right? And so when we start to do that, we're able to open up and to really be able to understand what we're needing to heal, but we have to have the time of being in the now. So sometimes when we don't like to be with our feelings, you know, we keep ourselves really busy. And in order for us to move through that, we do have to understand, acknowledge, feel, right? And before we can actually move through some of those feelings. So really just making sure that you're allowing the time to be in the now. I just had lunch with a friend that I met here in California, and I gotta tell you, every time like I'm with her, she makes me laugh. She tells the best stories, right? And so that like belly laugh, that laughing until like you're crying, it's so good for the soul. So it's like, what are those moments in time when you're really just having that self-care and you're filling back up your tank, right? So today that laughter was something that really helped me get into the now. And anyway, it was really fabulous. And it's like, if you can laugh, if you could turn on some music and dance around your house, right? That can also be just something about being in the now and just like allowing yourself to just see what are those things that you're needing. And the last thing, step number 6, is know that you deserve it. You do. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are wonderful. And no matter what self-talk just came into your head right now when I said those things to you, know that you are amazing. You deserve it. And I hope that you take some time for you today. Have a great day. If you can like and subscribe, it really helps just keep things going on the channel, right? So I hope you have a wonderful, fabulous day, and I will talk to you soon.